we have a spaceship that we want to end up working with. So where's this spaceship? Oh, there's the spaceship. So this is the spaceship that we're going to end up having to repair. It looks like we're going to... What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Before We Leave. This is episode 3 in the series of us developing civilization from scratch, making it a strong and developed civilization. If you haven't seen the first 2 episodes, click the link down below and you'll be able to get up to date with the first 2 episodes and see where we are with our current civilization. If you've seen those already, thank you so much for watching, and let's jump right back into this 3rd episode. Alrighty, welcome back to this episode. We're in episode 3 right now. Where we left off last time was developing some of this second island that we ended up discovering with this new red technology. We're going to figure out how to get more of this red technology and the green technology from the first island, which we seem to have run out and not be able to find any more of. If we look over here at our explorer's hut, seems like we can't get any of that here either, so we're going to figure out what to do with that and maybe even start developing a bit more. We might build a new dock, build some more resource generators, and after that we might start looking for a 3rd island if that's next on the list. So it looks here like we have a few things that we can upgrade. The first thing is the pollution cleaner, so we're definitely going to want to get that eventually. The main thing that we were trying to get is the clothing upgrade. Once we get enough of this red, some of this red research, once we get 60 of that, and we have to get the glass work done first. Once we get those done, we can actually start getting these workers to not be fatigued on this deserted or desert type island. As you can see here, this little symbol indicates that they're getting tired from fatigue, so we need to get better clothing so they can work more efficiently and stronger. Now, but it looks like we're going to need to get glass next, and we can't get glass very easily right now, so we're definitely going to have to figure out how to do that next. So we can start building houses, because last time we ended up making an upgrade when it came down to getting the hut upgrade, but we also want to see what some of this new stuff that we can be building. We can also build another port, get some shipwrights so we can build ships, and get a bridge built, but again, we haven't really built the bridges because they're not necessary. We definitely want to get this built as soon as possible, so let's start by getting a port built right now. We can get a port built right here, and we can move a little bit further and build a shipwright on this edge over here. That way we can get both of them built right away, and we'll start getting some more ships so we can start exploring into this unknown territory as well. It looks like we're definitely going to have to figure out what else to do with the resources. I'm assuming our warehouse is pretty full. It's got a bunch of resources in there, and we can't really upgrade it without any glass, so we're going to have to figure out how to get some glass with that too. It looks like we also have a wood generator that we can get, so this looks like it burns wood to generate power. We definitely are getting wood easily, so we can build this. Well, since it has pollution, we're going to probably build it up here at the back. Let's get a road down first over here, just so we have access to these buildings too. And let's get this wood generator. Yeah, we'll get the wood generator up here in the corner, just so it's far away so the pollution doesn't upset any of the peeps that are living in our village. We don't want another wood generator because that's not going to be helpful, and it looks like we definitely want to build a house. So let's just build a few houses here and there, maybe near the school, so maybe we can take down some of this. Let's demolish this forest, and that way we can actually build a road going further this way. Not quite sure where the peeps are. They should be running over at some point to get rid of this. So what's going on? Alrighty, so we ended up figuring out what we were supposed to do. I ended up having to specifically go to the actual peeps. We had to end up actually making them go work manually. They ended up just stopped working on their own. So now that they are building, we can finally get this shipwright built, and we can get some of these huts finally built. Looks like the woodcutter was finally built too, so we have that ready to go. We got the tools going, we got the port and the shipwright going. So yeah, let's get a scout ship going first. We'll try and upgrade it a bit later. Back to what we were looking at here. Looks like all the peeps are finally working again, so let's go take a look at the 2nd island. Oh, it looks like one ship is ready, so we can actually go get another ship built. I do want to get a colony ship up and running next, and most definitely want to get a trade ship next. Oh, looks like we found another island-ish area. Not too far, but it looks pretty barren. It looks like it's all sand anywhere, but it looks like we do have some stuff over here as well. Not quite sure what these mountain type things are. We take a look at them. It says ships can't move on land. That's pretty obvious, thanks. I'm quite curious. Yeah, so it looks like there's another one of these islands down here. So we might want to build a port. Yeah, let's just scout this area. We've discovered a ruined spaceship, a relic of the bygone age. Your peeps investigating the spaceship wreckage think that they'll be able to fix it up given time. Soon you could be sailing to the stars as the ancients once did. Okay, so we have a spaceship that we want to end up working with. So where's this spaceship? Okay, so we got some of this red research ancient technology here. Oh, there's the spaceship. So this is the spaceship that we're going to end up having to repair. It looks like we're going to need a lot of different resources, and we don't have any of them just yet, so that's not going to be really helpful for us for a little bit of the time being. But it is interesting that we found another island that we can colonize, and it's actually right next to where we started, so it's not too far off. So it looks like we're definitely going to go back to the first island. So now that some of our ships are built, this was a colonizing one, I believe. Yeah, it's a colonizing one. So let's go colonize the island that we had down here. Outside, this is the one that has the spaceship, right? Where the space? Okay, so there's the spaceship. This is the island we want to get to. So let's colonize it right here in the grass area. We're gonna bring our colony ship all the way over, you know, swimming all the way across the Atlantic. It's definitely not the Atlantic. We're gonna colonize this area. We're gonna throw this port or the shipping station, yeah, the port down right away. So this way we can actually get to it. So let's get some roads going here. Or we can start by demolishing some of these things. Or yeah, get some of these forests out of the way just so we have some space to work with close to the port. Definitely want to be building near the port because that's where, you know, boats move and people will be able to live there. Let's build a hut down here. Let's get a hut built over here. And we can actually extend the road this way. And we'll actually be able to put, let's say, a little bit of food back there. So let's get some, or let's get a well in the back. Let's get some food planted as well. So let's get a potato farm, a potato field planted right here as well, just so we have some food for the 6 peeps that we have living on this island. So we'll see if that goes up. Definitely want to get this ancient technology as soon as possible. Clothing is gonna be a huge thing for us. So let's start by building the explorer's hut. That's definitely something we want to start with. Looks like we have an opportunity to get some new stuff. Toolsmith, iron smelter. So we definitely want to try and get those on the new island as well. But at the time being, we're going to get this explorer hut built just nice and close to the edge of this road, and immediately get a library built right next to it, so we can start getting some research, start getting some of these things for our other peeps, get some better clothing, get some better classwork and whatnot, so we can start expanding even more. Now, yeah, so it looks like they're already harvesting it right in front of us, so that's definitely a good thing to see. I think getting a trade ship built immediately is going to be a really important thing to do, so let's get a trade ship built. And we're definitely going to send over some of those resources early on. Let's get some more tools made just so we have those ready and going. Those are going to be pretty helpful for us later on. So we're going to move back to our first island actually, and we're going to try and get some of our green research transferred over. So we should have plenty of it in storage. Yeah, it looks like we have 242 in storage. We're not really going to use it on this island in particular. So now that we're trying to figure out how to get some of that green research over to this third island, it's actually quite interesting since we haven't built an elevator just yet. The only red research is up here on this highland, but actually all the other red research has already been taken off this island, which is kind of scary how fast we're using it up. Not quite sure if there's a way for us to actually utilize it any better at the moment. Okay, so now that we figured it out a bit, so it looks like I just brought over an empty cargo ship, and now that we actually have to figure out how to transfer it over. So it looks like we've already put down 8 of the research, and it looks like our peeps are bringing in all the rest of the research that we need from this original island, our first island right here. It looks like they're running back and forth, bringing it over right now. And it looks like we might not have more research, so now that it has all 25, we can actually bring back this ship to this first island, just deliver it right here. So this time it's unloading all the resources. That makes a lot more sense now. I feel a little bit stupid, and it's totally okay because I already am. That's not the major issue here. Now hopefully we'll be able to actually unload some of this research from this island here. And we want to transfer it to the port. Yes, transfer it here. And it looks like this port is getting all of the green research is what we needed. Perfect. We can finally get some of this we can finally get some of the research here. We can get the glasswork going, research the glasswork, and now we have plenty of other things that we can do as well. Clothing was the big priority, so we're going to get clothing done. Clothing gets upgraded everywhere, so that's not too much of an issue in the first place. That means we can upgrade fuel everywhere and go for oil power and steel all at once. Steel will be next, and we'll see how that part goes next. Alrighty, so now that we've actually upgraded a few things, it looks like we've unlocked some additional resources. So we've got the cotton field, that's going to be an interesting thing to add. We have the sand mine, so this is going to be really useful for all the desert tiles that we can't use at the moment. Looks like we'll actually have some use for that giant desert island that we saw that we didn't quite colonize just yet, but we'll do that eventually in one of the future episodes. It looks like we finally can get fuel refinery, so the oil that we found on this second island is actually going to be quite useful. And additionally, we have a glass smelter, so now we can actually use the glass to help build other buildings. We got a tailor, weaver, and another marketplace, so it looks like we're going to get a bunch of new trading opportunities and building opportunities. We're going to want to get that cotton stuff built first. That's definitely going to be a high priority. But now that we've done some of this trade and developed some of those resources, we're definitely going to want to start building some new fields first and see what happens from there. So let's get some of these fields built here. We'll get one there and one there. Not too much of an issue for us. And we will continue building with a oil well right here, nice and far away from everything else, so the pollution is right outside the huts. It doesn't hurt anyone in particular. It's actually quite far away, so it won't be too much of an issue. And this way, once we get enough resources, which is fine, though we don't have the iron yet, we'll get the iron in a bit. Once we get this elevator built up here, we can get some of this iron at this rusting hulk, which is something we'll do off camera. In the meantime, I'll just add a couple things here and there, maybe throw a quick montage at the end of me throwing them together, and that will be the end of this episode. So now that we've actually gotten a bunch of trade done and bringing some of the research over, we started getting new resources like oil, cotton, and being able to build several new things like tailors and weavers. Like I said, I'll do that off camera just for a bit, and then I will show you all at the beginning of the next episode, where we'll be able to see all the resources that we've been able to get and develop, and start figuring out how to get some more of this green research rather than using it all up from this first island. If you stayed this long all the way through the entire episode, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Drop a comment down below if you like the series, and if you think that I'm doing something right. If you don't think so, make sure to leave a comment down below. Tell me what you'd like to see and what I should be doing to make these videos better. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to check out the other 2 episodes. Stick around for the next one, or make sure to subscribe and stick around for the next one as well. And I will see you in the next episode.